What's happening? It's Joseph R. Wheeler III, the artist, the founder, the president of the ONYXCON Foundation. Back for another live. Chop it up with y'all real quick before I get on this. Alrighty. Alright, we rolling. What's happening, y'all? It is some odd temperatures today. Give my intro again. I'm Joseph R. Wheeler III, artist, founder, president of the ONYXCON Foundation. And it's about 60 degrees, overcast, cloudy. Rain has come down. It might come down again. And I got a courier route here today, and yeah, we're gonna chit chat through it and get through it together as we do. So, had a great day yesterday. Day on set. Shout out to everybody who was a part of that and was on that. I can more or less talk about it because they didn't care that we helped promote the show. So I was on the show Divorce Court. Did the studio audience thing for that, and sat through a bunch of cases, a bunch of cases, and it's never a dull moment with those types of things. But at the same time, it's not my kind of TV. It's not nothing that I would ever really watch. But it's fun to get a check and be a part of or whatever. So it was a day. It was a day of work. It's film biz. It's still doing stuff in the industry that many industries I'm a part of with the arts entertainment industry. But that is one of those things. So had a good day. Had a good day. Met some new friends. Had fun with that. Y'all can see the little video clip I put up about that, so you can see that the vibes was right and had a good time. And brother was treated well, and the ladies was loving on me good. So that was all fun, to have some new friends to meet and like I say, you can't ever make enough connections in this biz. That's for sure. You always need to know more people. Whoever knows you is how you're gonna get the next opportunity. Somebody recommends something, say, yeah, did you know that so and so is looking at doing this movie or that show or whatever? Because with the drought that's going on in the state right now, in Georgia, pretty much I've realized we're at that stage. Like I've been through this before. It just wasn't official. It was kind of like a moment, and it went on by. But now it's like an official phase of a drought where, if you ain't talking to nobody who's constantly getting on set and doing a lot of work or getting enough work that they can say that they're doing it regular, then you're not gonna know what's going on because it's not as heavily promoted as it was. And there's a couple of new businesses as far as the casting agencies, but more or less they act the same as they always did. But they used to like hit you more in the inbox. You get your emails if you were somebody who had been with them for years, like I have, and you just know. You had to look at Facebook, which is what most of us do to know where the work is. You get on Facebook and you look up casting companies in the Atlanta area, and that's how you find out. That's game for anybody who want to know. That's how we do it. Um, but no, it's just changed. A lot of that has changed. It's not what it was. And and anybody who's done it as long as I did it and still do it, you know what I'm talking about. You would get it. You had to look on Facebook. You just go in your inbox and you see all the stuff. Now there's only about I'd say like 2 to 3 companies that send me emails versus, man, it used to be like 10 of them, and they still exist. They just stopped doing it the way they were doing it. So it's like you got to rebuild your reputation with them, and maybe they'll start doing that again. But it's like you got to get back out there more. And I admit I was doing other stuff. I was doing more PA work for the last couple of years. So when you're doing production assistant, that's a whole nother realm when you're on crew. So yeah, I mean, you get all your credentials, you got your resume, it all works for you. It's all good stuff to have on your list of things you've done in the biz, and people respect you when they know that you've done all that. When you work from various angles, can't nobody fade you. They know, you solid. You're a real worker. You're reliable. It's like anything else. It's like getting a college degree. It's like it shows resilience. It shows dedication. It shows effort. It shows constant dedication to the craft. So that's what it is. That's what time it is. And like John Wick would say, yeah, I'm guessing I'm back. I'm back. So that's what I'm saying every day about it when it comes to that. Like I was dabbling, but nah, it's official. I'm back. So we're gonna be getting to it more often whenever we can. And yeah, the other thing, of course, is always right here on YouTube. The ultimate goal, the ultimate job, the ultimate dedication and appreciation for my monetization nation. That's my people who have hit that subscribe button. That's that ultimate people who come into the live and hit the thumbs up, let you know they really watching and they appreciate the energy. That's the real focus. That's the job that keeps on giving back. That's the job I'm building for myself that I've already been building for years, over like six of them, something like 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I really want to get real hell, 9 years. But I would say in the last six going the hardest about it. 9 years of definite dedication, but like show enough, like posting every day, getting them numbers to reflect the energy and time and everything. Yeah, I'd say in the last 6 years, it's been pretty hardcore. So we seeing the results of that. We over 27, I mean, 2,700, 2,700 official plus, you know what I'm saying? 2,700 strong. We up in here. We doing it. We getting it. It's happening. But I just need more of y'all like right now. Hit that thumbs up. Showcase that you're in the place. You know what I'm saying? Let us know you in the place. Put your mark on it all to be a part of history. 'Cause once we get there, I can tell y'all, I always say the same phrase and I mean it. We're gonna be cooking with grease then, baby. When I get that budget, I get a monthly budget to really do something with. Not even just, because I know in the beginning it might just pay a few bills, but I'm talking about when it pays all the bills, when you get comfortable enough to do nothing but think of content. Thank you so much. Appreciate that thumbs up. When you get comfortable to do the content, that's when it's really on. That's when it's really on, y'all. I gotta get to that place of comfort. It's not exactly comfortable right now. Okay, here's another one popped in. It says something just came up. I'm gonna check that when I get stopped. Some pilot that's shooting in Atlanta. So like, see what I'm saying? Stuff is it's slowly coming back, and that's one of the companies that I get updates from. They do send emails, and they're one of my favorites. That's actually who hired me. I think that was that who hired for what I did yesterday. I think it was. I think it was. So yeah, it was them. It was them. So yeah, that's the good stuff right there, man. When it just comes straight to you, you ain't gotta get on Facebook. You ain't gotta look around. It's just right there. Like here it is. If you fit the description of who they're looking for the casting, sometimes it be the open, sometimes it's specific. They need a certain ethnicity, a certain height, certain gender, etc. Sometimes it's like that. But a lot of times when they need a lot of people, they just like open with it. Like we need some folks. Need you to be right on with it. Cal Cole in the house. What's up, Cal Cole in the house? Kelly Coleman. That's one of my fan base folk right there, y'all. If y'all don't know about fan base, let me go ahead and plug that real quick. I always like to. Thanks for showing up, Kelly. You made me remember to plug fan base. Everybody needs to be on fan base. If you need to know that you get monetized from day one, did you hear what I said? I said day one. I didn't say, oh, you get over here, you post, you hope for the best, maybe we'll be a success. I don't know. I'm just waiting to go viral. Just waiting to go viral. I ain't waiting on a damn thing. You need to be on fan base where every love, every heart that gets tapped is money. It's little cents that adds up into dollars. Hello, I'm doing good. How you doing? Um, doing better when I see people that are familiar, and I know I love to see that in my lives. That keep me motivated to chat more. You know what I'm saying? Fan base is yeah. She said facts to that. She know what it is. She been on there. Yes, the love. Thank you. It's like what she doing right now. If that was, I mean, it counts. All that counts here too. But that's like the equivalent of some thumbs up. Like the thumbs up help the algorithm, sure enough. All right, hearts and emojis here help the algorithm, but ain't nothing, and I do mean nothing, like them hearts when you get them on fan base. Cause right now this month I'm up to something like $10 already. You feel? And that's from folks like Kelly Coleman and other people I got on there that love my content. People I don't even know that I don't even talk to regulars. I don't know their names and stuff, but they, they like it stuff. Or new people, people come across, oh, this is pretty cool right here. You know what I'm saying? They throw a couple of loves because you buy loves. You know, you buy them. So for like 99 cents, you get 100 loves. And then it goes up from there. $5 is another amount. And you can get all the way up to thousands of loves. So you can put down a few $100s and get thousands, you know. And some people rocking like that. So they come on your stuff, they really like it. And please, they blasting the button. And then you get off alive and you like, damn, I made $6, $10, whatever. Yeah, exactly. Just like that. Let me see. Now I gotta check my directions. Hold on for a second. I hate to do it, but I gotta do it when I'm doing this. The way I do it on here, I had to come off. Alrighty. Huh. Pardon the interruptions, y'all. This is the format. This is how it is when I go live like this. It be just like this. As you see them boxes behind me, they got to get delivered. That's the other work. The other that's the side gig. We're gonna take it back to what it was meant to be. We're going back to set more often. We're gonna be doing more content more often. Get these funds right. That's what we got to do. We just gotta get these funds right. That's all it takes. Like I say, fan base, it pays. It helps. It's growing. It's slow grow, but it's for show grow. Did you hear what I said? It's slow grow, but it's for show grow. The main thing is it's for show. You understand? So that's what makes it happen. And it's slow but true. I've been there long enough, years, at least two and a half, I think, total years I've been on it. And I've seen the changes. Like I say, slow grow, but show grow. So I'm there for it. And I want to see it become everything it's meant to be. And you got people who've invested in it because it's something you can own your piece of, like stock. I was never able to do that because the minimum amount was $3.99. I was like, ooh, $399. I ain't got 400. They say that's the new number of what makes things hard to do. They say, if you ain't ready for a $400 emergency, it used to be 500. Now I hear people saying four. So you understand? Like it's gonna mess around and be most Americans are not ready for a $200. But yeah, there's gonna be most Americans are not ready for $100 problem. God dang, that's when you know we in the hole. Yeah, like Kel Cole saying, she say once more people come over, you will be balling. Exactly. If we could get the kind of numbers on fan base that you got on all these other apps, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Because there's plenty of people who have, it's not that big a deal to them to put $1 to hell $50. It's all on that margin of what I just said. That level of investment. You got people like me who can't afford 400 investment, but hell, I done spent at least $10 on fan base buying hearts over the years. I get a pack of 100. I get a pack of $5, and you get 600 or 500, whatever it is. Yeah, I done that at least two times. And no, I did. Recently, I did a 100 pack and ran out of them real quick. So I was like, let me just wait till I got another $5 to spare. So and it's real sensible. It's like, if I start making $50 a month on fan base, yeah, then I'll always probably put down five. Because for me, it's all about zeros and tens and fives and stuff. So if I'm making 50, and if my other bills are covered, see, it's all the ifs, all the ifs. If all my other bills covered and everything, and okay, all right, because YouTube done kicked in, fan base kicked it in. Okay, yeah, I'll put five on it, and I'll be doling out my loves, you know. But say you do run out when you find things you like. Exactly, and that's the beauty of it, because it's psychological. It's like, oh, that's dope, and you just like and that's what he was so brilliant for coming up with that, with Isaac Hayes the third's idea for that, for Fairbase, me and the CEO of it and everything. Like he knew, he saw how people hit the button when there's no money involved. So what would they do if they spend the money and don't even think about it? They're just going to emotionally, genuinely. And it's a split-second reaction. You're not even going to worry about how many. You just want to let it be known, I really like this. That made my day. So you just, you know? And that's what makes it so cool. Like you say, if more, oh my gosh, the more people come over, for real, it needs to at least get as popular as what's that thing? Snapchat. Like I haven't looked at the numbers in a while, but I know Snapchat is not. I know they're not doing what TikTok doing. I know they're not doing what Instagram is doing. I mean, to my knowledge, Instagram is still the top, and I would guess TikTok might be number two, and then Facebook, or it might still be Facebook. I mean, all real jokes aside, it might be more like Instagram, then Facebook, which of course is owned by Instagram is owned by Facebook. Okay, but let me see. I gotta make sure I ain't missing no turn here. Is this my turn? I think this is my turn. My GPS be acting a straight fool. It used to hook up automatically to my CarPlay. Now it's moody. It do it when it wants to. You know, the vehicle getting older, phone getting older. I don't know. I always say I don't know which one is the problem, but one of them ain't communicating, and I think it's the vehicle, quite frankly. Cause it's about phone call in progress. It's not a phone call, fool. I'm live. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh my goodness. Yes, exactly. Bipolar technology. Great way to put it. Love that. That's exactly what the hell it is. You did it for me yesterday. Now you act like you don't know me. Like, what the hell wrong with you? Oh gosh. Straight up. Let me see. Head to. All right. So anyway, I got another stop coming up. Just to let y'all know, I'm gonna have to get off in just a second here. But I will be back. I pop on, I pop back on. That's how I do this when I'm doing these deliveries. I just keep going till I got. And then the beauty of this, I will say, and this is why I go live. I've learned not to go live. I'll be wanting to go live on Fanbase pretty much all day, but I tried that, and it just their signal ain't strong enough for when you ride in your car. It'll come up, but it's gonna drop sooner or later. Or if you gotta get in and get out like I gotta do. As soon as you do that delivery and come back, it's over. Your live is ended. I'm like, God dang, it ain't got no hold power. Versus here, their technology is stronger. I mean, it's multi-zillion dollar company, so they allow you to just piece it together, and then when this all comes out later, it'd be one seamless thing with all the little clips running together, like it was one big live. But it'd be like if you watch some of my really long ones, you'll see it go from daylight to nighttime because I'm literally I'll be in the car the whole day almost, or at least from the middle of the day to the end of the day and stuff on average. But yeah, said every day something different with this technology that you didn't ask it to do or want it gives you something else. Exactly. Completely exactly. It's a trip. It's a straight trip. Man, hold on one second. Let me see. Show y'all how I'm out here in these boonies. Try and get. I had to jump off for a minute again. Yeah, y'all. It had me all the way off. Ah, it's really a problem that it does not connect because I need to see that and I can't see it. So I'm like waiting on um, notifications to pop up, and that is not the way. Don't make it simple. It don't make it easy. It make it annoying as hell. Anyway, Carol Cole said, "I wish I could live where there was so much open nature." Yeah, Cali want to build on the land and have less greenery. Exactly, just building everywhere. Like LA, just I know what you're talking about. Like you know, for those who don't know or new to my channel, might see this now or later. Like for real, it's like you be out here. Like even in Atlanta, it's getting to the point where I mean, this is the metro area. This is not nowhere near the city, obviously, but it's still part of the metro. The metro is like I tell people all the time, like all your people who be bragging online about their big house and they went from whatever place to here, and they are not. 90% of them folk do not live nowhere in the city limits of Atlanta. They live in the metro. They live in all the other counties that surround Fulton, which is the county that houses the city of Atlanta, and they are not in the city. I still say it's all ATL because to me ATL is a spirit, it's an energy, it's a relatability, it's a how far are you from the Atlanta airport? You know, I always say if you anywhere, if you an hour from Atlanta's airport, you in the metro. Period. I don't give a damn where you at. And I don't argue that with people who want to be all specific and yelling about this hood and that. I don't give a damn about none of that ish. And they want to talk about police zone and zone this, zone that. Man, whatever. It is what it is because of people from every corner of it make it what it is. Like there would be no Atlanta if it wasn't for everything else in the metro. Like people be living way the hell out in other areas and still are part of the economy. And I've been saying for years, you talk about politically, we should be able to vote for the mayor of Atlanta because we affect the city. You know, Atlanta, the easiest way I explain it to anybody who really want to be ignorant about it, I say, look, where you get your water from? If they don't know the answer to that question, I just laugh. I say, it's Lake Lanier for the city of Atlanta anyway, because other areas have other reservoirs, other lakes and stuff. But if you're in the city, your water comes from Lake Lanier, and that is not in the city of Atlanta. That's a whole nother area northeast of the city. Ain't got nothing to do with the city. You understand? So miss me with that BS. It's like, what, you gonna cut your water off and be so real Atlanta? Oh, gosh. Oh, just be running their mouth, being emotional, not facing facts. Straight up. Oh yeah, I compare. She said same. Speaking facts, same here. Yeah, LA is like that. Y'all are sprawl. Y'all the ultimate sprawl, man. LA County, good gosh. The difference with LA County, you got all these areas that still are in one gigantic county. Georgia ain't like that. Georgia has more counties. The only state that has more counties than Georgia is Texas in the U.S. And all that is, and I always tell people, if you want to understand the psychology of that, that was all them different plantation slave driving assholes that wanted to compete with each other. They all was trying to be the big dog. That's why they got the name. I mean, some of them kept native names and all that, and even the ones that did, some of them was on that tip too, because some of the Cherokees, they was into slavery and plantation and all that BS too. But as far as the Europeans that was on that, they weren't friends with each other. They was all trying to show each other up. It was like, this is my county. They gonna name it after themselves, they cousin, they daddy, they last name, what, all of that stuff. All of that. All right, y'all. We back. We back. Keep chopping it up with y'all. Keep chopping it up with y'all. Out here doing this courier thing. Shout out to all my couriers, everybody who's dropping packages, groceries, financially being taken advantage of for our vehicles most of the time if you're doing it with your own car. But if you're in one of the company cars, hopefully you're getting what you ought to be getting. You know what I'm saying? All my FedEx, all my Browns, all the company is, you know what I'm talking about. All them, everybody riding, man. Ride share, everybody doing the make it what it is. We make it what it is. We the real Santa Claus, 7365. What? We the real Santa Claus. Yeah, just like that. But like I said, we're gonna be getting back on film biz more often. Talking about the business, BIZNESS. It's one of ONYXCON's many elements. We talk about the arts, entertainment, business. And speaking of, I did a post today, a couple of posts. I hope y'all noticed some shorts. One was about some news that Radical Games that produce. You know, I love gaming, so this is a busting pixels topic, but it's also the business. Okay, but Radical Entertainment, Radical Gaming is now the new Radical, and they coming back. They done rebuilt their stacks. They got some more trust fund baby money. You know, y'all know what I'm saying. Like for real talk though, they got their funds together and they done reintroduced the company, and they say they're going to be focusing on doing remakes of popular games that they already had. Like they did a Homer Simpson open world game from way back. I never played, but I remember when it came out. So all you Simpson fans, there you go. But the main one that I'm interested in is I'm a Prototype fan. Okay, particularly Prototype 2, because I have both. I have 1 and 2 on one of those double disc game system things, greatest hits that they came out with years and years ago. But I love Prototype 2. That is one of my all-time favorite open world games. My ultimate open world is Cyberpunk 2077. But I also love, I do love Prototype 2. And in the last few months, I played it a few times. If you all missed that, you can check it out. It's here. The content is here for you to view. If you've never seen Prototype 2, look through our feed, look through our Bustin' Pixels feed in our playlist, and you'll see Prototype 2. You'll see it multiple times where I played it. And I started another playthrough, so it's been years, about a year or two ago. So I'm rebuilding my character, James Heller, who you play as. It's a Marines soldier who is seeking vengeance for the death of his family at the hands of Alex Mercer, who let loose the virus that took over the whole damn city. And if you ever played the first game, you play as Alex Mercer in the first game. It's this emo type guy, and he's like, in the hoodie, and it was so. Prototype and Infamous were like rivals as games and concept because that same kind of play, a lot of parkour type moves, run up the side of a building, flip off the edge, dive over, can fly, all kind of really cool stuff like that. And you could even add in Spider-Man, the Hulk, Wolverine, Freddy Krueger, and all that with Prototype 2, where they went. I mean, they had some of the same weaponry in the first one, but you're way more powerful with Alex. And then, well, well, Alex comes back as a villain in the second one, which a lot of people hated, and especially, a lot of folk, they say what they want, but racism in America, man, I swear, they get mad as hell. You're like, you done changed the white guy into a villain, okay, well, it was a corny plot altogether. I agree. It didn't need to be what it was. It didn't make sense, but the game itself was freaking amazing. I didn't think Alex Mercer needed to be a villain. I think he could have been somebody who came along and helped you understand your new powers and is not the reason why your family was killed and all that. So you're not seeking vengeance on him. You understand this virus, he didn't make it. He was infected just like you were infected. Like, that should have been the plot, in my opinion. But they did what they wanted with it. And, it cost them in fandom because there were people who were diehard fans of the first game that didn't like the second game. So they bombed on it. And, negative press enough, even amongst fans talking ish, can sometimes really destroy a game. So it kind of messed that one up. But ultimately, I just hope that they're gonna make a new game. I want to see a part 3. Everybody who's a fan of Prototype 2, and there is a fandom, there's a cult fandom for it. There are people online. I'm not like the one person raising the flag. You can see a lot of videos where people years ago were really crunk about it, and it died down because after a certain point, people just get disappointed and say, I guess it's not going to happen. So let me stop, lobbying for this. And I mean, people were putting out petitions and everything. It was like, we want 3, we want 3. Problem is, the company folded, so it wasn't anything legally that could bring it back for the IP. It's intellectual property, unless somebody else bought them out and said, okay, we own that game concept now, we're gonna bring it back. But guess what? Like I say, they're back. So there's a lot of potential with that, y'all. That could mean that we get a Prototype 3. Who knows? Let's wait and see. That's all we can do, right? We're gonna see what happens. But I just wanted to mention it. I might do a little quick video and say pretty much the same thing I just said, and make it for the fans who would notice it. Because on my lives, I'm so general, people may or may not watch it and ever see me say what I just said. But I want people aware of that if they're fans of the game. So I hope you're a fan. Hit the comments if you love Prototype 2 and you want to see 3. All right.